So this will be the first of the videos for the house build. I kind of wanted to start up here where the house is going to sit roughly. That's the top of the driveway. So this, general area is where the house is going to be. We had actually came out here. I think there was, see the flags that are way down in there. Obviously it's a hay field right now. But we previously came out here and laid all these flags out for reference points and stuff like that. Kind of get a feel for how the house is going to lay out. Currently right now, there's a flag right there, flag right here, and there. So this is the garage. And then as you walk out of the garage, the house is rectangular going this way. So now you can kind of see the perspective from up here as to why I needed or wanted to get all of this stuff that was in this field moved. I mean, it's literally my front yard that I would see every day. So I guess by the time this video comes out, that will all be cleaned up, but we're still kind of in the final stages of getting all that cleaned up. But anyway, the driveway is in. We use shot rock, and I tell you, it's about the roughest driveway. I mean, some of the rocks in here are massive, while the rest of it's tiny. Like, look at the size of this compared to most of the other stuff. So anyway, yeah, it's about the roughest driveway I've ever driven on, which, I mean, obviously it's just a construction driveway. I'm well aware of that. But anyway, so this is the house plot. That tree started growing in the middle of the field. Just take that down. But at any rate, the sun set is right in front of the house. So obviously we're facing west right now. I mean, it's beautiful sunsets up here. That was part of the reason for doing it this way. The other reason is being up on this hill. I don't know, I thought it kind of looked cool. I know the builder is Atlas Construction, Nick Hill. It's actually a buddy of mine. We went to high school together. He's gonna be the builder on this house. I think he was out here earlier today, and he got with the electrical company, and they have some stuff. So I know they came out here to discuss the tent pole, which is possibly that. And then they've also got a small stake and then a larger stake. And you'll notice it's all in line with that pole. So I know the plan is to put in one pole, and then from there, the electrical is going underground into the panel on the house. If I had to guess, that's going to be the tent pole, and maybe, I don't know, doesn't make much sense, but maybe that's going to be the permanent pole over there. I'm not 100% sure. And then we actually had this, you can see, I don't know if you can see, I'll zoom in, these metal stakes right there, and there in the square. That was actually perked for our sewage system back in 2019. We had originally tried to build a barn dominium up here in 2019, and we sold our house. We're trying to get started, and then COVID hit, and well, yeah, you know how that went. So long story short, we bought another house and lived there for 4 years and had a kid in the middle of all that. And so now we're back at it, doing it, trying it again. Hopefully we succeed this time. Hopefully no more COVID stuff. So yeah, But I just wanted to get this on video, get it documented. They're supposed to be starting, it's supposed to be sometime this week. It's been raining a whole lot here recently. So who knows? I mean, it's supposed to actually rain tomorrow and the rest of this week. So, you know, I'm not holding my breath, but at any rate, obviously I'm not doing any of this. Or I'm not doing the majority of it myself. I'm doing what I can, but I mean, I have a full-time job. I can't be out here 24/7, but I will try to update you guys as much as possible and get as much of this on video as possible. Mainly just for, you know, memory's sake. Hey, look at this rock. Sorry to jump back to that, but I mean, this rock is massive. It's like a 16-inch rock. It's ridiculous. And then, this didn't even get any rock. Anyway. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. So, also, real quick, I just wanted to add, the house it's, I think, 3,600 square foot in total. That's counting the garage. It's a 2-car garage. The house is going to be built on a slab. There's been a lot of controversy on slab versus crawl space foundations, and honestly, we've lived in both. We just prefer the slab. Very aware of the risks of the slab, but you know, it is what it is. Then the other thing, which I'll try to remember to pop a picture up here of the house plans and of we put our house plans in an AI generator and put like the colors in and stuff, and it popped out a pretty accurate representation of what we're going for. So I'll try to pop that on the screen now. But that siding, it's actually going to be a metal roof and metal siding, but it's a board and batten style metal siding. I think that's kind of cool. I was going to do traditional like hardy or something similar, board and batten siding, but I feel as if the metal will hold up longer and possibly easier to clean as well. I would assume that it would be. It's a single story, as you could probably tell from the plans. And yeah, that's the plan. We custom drew the plans. We put it on paper. We did it to scale, yada yada. But you know, obviously you want someone to look at it and do it correctly. So we actually sent those off to my cousin up in Cookeville, Tennessee. By the way, we're building in Middle Tennessee area. So I sent that up to my cousin at Boughton's CAD, and Jake he did a great job. So he took the plans that we hand drew as best we could. I mean, they were good, but not, you know, nothing crazy. And yeah, so that's what you're seeing on the screen there, was plans by him. So huge shout out to him for doing that. Did a great job. So anyway, the funny thing was we've already made like two or maybe 3 revisions to that. We decided to add a pitch to the ceiling, or a dormer, and pitch the ceiling in the living room and kitchen and dining room area, the whole big square in the middle, basically. So we did do that. We changed some windows around and stuff like that. So, you know, just like with construction, we're already on revision 2 or all that fun stuff. So anyway, I just wanted to hop on here, update that, and yeah. They finally got started putting the forms up, like half of it probably. Got the footers dug. So it's moving along. They did have to move this back. They originally started grading here. They were too close to our easement, so they had to move it back a little bit. Not too big of a deal. We caught it in time, luckily, a couple days ago. But they came out here today. It was really wet this morning. Looks like it's dried up quite a bit. But yeah, they're moving along. So it looks like they're gonna have, the concrete will be flush at the top of that. So you have a lot of fill to do there. And then over there you can tell not as much fill. There's gonna be quite a bit of fill gravel put in here. It's funny how whenever you're looking at this stuff in the middle of an empty field, how small it looks. But I just trying to keep telling myself that it's not. Well, it is. I don't know. Depends on what you're used to in life, I guess. But anyway, it's moving along. I'll try to come out here, keep these videos updated. I wanted to also put a little video that my dad took earlier. Apparently a guy did this footer with a skid steer, which is interesting. So yeah, I'll have quite a bit of backfill in here too. And then we've got 3 gravel loads of like 1.5 inch and down rock to go in here on the driveway to make it smoother, so they can at least drive up it. And still have a lot of cleanup to do over there, but we're getting there. We're back here probably a week later or so, and they've got the rough-in plumbing done. They have it backfilled with gravel, vapor barrier down. I mean, they're just about ready for concrete. Really what we're waiting on now is the weather. I know it looks beautiful right now, but it actually stormed earlier this morning. There's a bunch of rain in the forecast. So I don't know. We're just playing with the weather right now, to be honest. Looks like they've got this screen in there, the bigger rebar down there in the footer, and all the water stuff is coming up over here. We're gonna do a tankless water heater, non-demand system, which I was kind of on the fence about. I wasn't really sure whether I wanted a tank. We've had tanks in our other houses that we've done or that we've owned, but we're gonna go with a tankless. But they've got the header right here for that, all plumbed up. It's been on test. This passed inspection, by the way. Obviously, then backfilled it. I don't know if it's still on test or not. Let's see how much pressure's in there. Yeah. So I can't see what that reads, but y'all could. I don't feel like stepping in there. I just reach over there on the phone. And they've got, looks like the main water line coming out right there. So now I've got a trench from here all the way to way over there. That is a well house. We're not on well water. That was a pre-existing well house that was there whenever my dad purchased this property back in 94 or 95. So, but it's been on city water since my dad bought this whole piece of property. So, yeah, so I have a really long water line to to run now, but yeah, here's where we are now. We've got some gravel left over, which is good. I definitely need the gravel. This driveway, it's been a rough one. Not really. It's a good built driveway. It's draining good. Nothing's washing out, anything like that, which is a good thing. It's just been hard with the rain. Helped pack it, but it's just kind of rough, and like right here, it's kind of thin. It definitely works, but you can see the smaller rock has definitely worked its way down into this bigger stuff. So, which is good for a base. So I don't know. Guess I'm not complaining. Just, is it gonna need more gravel? So gotta get that done. And I also, which I'm gonna start on it right now, actually, as soon as I cut this video off, I'm gonna try to finish up this field so I can I can finish off the other video right before this one. So yeah, that's kind of where we are. I've been slowly bringing stuff up here. I was storing my car at a buddy's house. He has a big shop and a open shed that he's been letting me keep my car on my trailer in his shed. But I brought it over here. I got a decent car cover. I also got a enclosed. It's got a couple things in, like my lawnmower and all my drift spares and stuff. But I dropped my car off here. Got into the cover and then some other small stuff. Kind of looks junky, but honestly, I had nowhere else to put this stuff. So here's where it lies. That's my tent that goes on the bed of my truck. It's a little workbench, and then I put these chairs and stuff here. The construction workers wants to take a break, but I don't know if they've been using it or not. It doesn't look like it. So anyway, that's where we are, and I'll update whenever progress is had. Oh.
Let's go in here.
What's the point of this? I think it's just a nailer. You okay? Here, dust it off. Come on.
Cruise. Cruise.
So we're here in the garage right now, and it's just the day after they got the original framing up. And these boys are moving really quick. We've already got sheathing up. So this is it's a mud room and a laundry room straight from the garage. So it's also nice because you can pull in from the garage with your groceries, come right through this door, and then in through here, which is our pantry, our walk-in pantry. And it looks like a double door. It's actually just a pocket door, slide-in door. So they frame it as a double, then they'll fill it in after the door's installed. This is just a little coat closet. And then this is a walk-in closet. Walk-in closet coming straight from our bathroom, the master bath. So all the dirty clothes go straight in here to the laundry room. Walk in here. This is another, basically just a storage closet. It's pretty good size. Basically at our old house, we had virtually no storage. So this house, we designed to have as much storage as we could physically fit. This is the master bedroom. So I'll plop the sizes in. We did have to make one change. When they originally framed this, they framed between these two windows at 5'2". And our king bed was actually 6'4" wide. So we got them to reframe those two windows a little bit further apart so our bed would sit kind of perfectly in between the windows. This is the master bath. Right here will be a double vanity. Toilet right there. And this is for a tub. And this is a walk-in shower. We're going to have built-ins right here. And that goes into that walk-in closet. So, coming over through here. We'll have a kitchen right here. Island with the sink. Window looking out. And this little room up front is it is going to be our kids' playroom for Cruz, but then later it'll be an office. And this is a window looking out the back, but so I don't know, that's probably 2.5 feet right there, and probably probably not even a foot right there. I think we're gonna get them to reframe this so it's centered. Because if you come back here, it looks kind of weird being off center like that. I think we're gonna get them to change that really quick. This bedroom, spare room number 1. Window looking out front. And a fairly big walk-in, well, not walk-in closet. Go in there. Bathroom number 2. This will be a small linen closet right here with built-ins. And this is spare room number 2. Big window. And a little smaller closet for that. So that's the walkthrough right now. It's coming together fast. I guess I should, this layout, this will be the living room. Like I said, that's gonna be the kitchen, and that's gonna be the dining room. Obviously, that's the back door, and that's the front door. Today's Sunday. They poured this concrete on Monday. They had most of this framing done by Wednesday. And then I came out here on Friday, was when that last video was taken, I think. And then, like I said, today's Sunday and they're already here. The trusses are getting delivered tomorrow on Monday. And then they're gonna start throwing those up. So I'll try to get out here Monday well, there's a bunch of rain coming in as well, so I don't know how much they're gonna be able to get done, but they're moving.